And welcome back. Well, before we start on the wheel, let's just collapse this piece of geometry here and convert it to an editable poly. There we go. Might even freeze that for the time being. Freeze the selection. Okay, let's pop into our left viewport and zoom in. So this is what we're going to be creating. Now I do have an image already, and as you can see, that looks quite intricate, but no problem. Okay, let me just put that down there, and let's pop up to our create panel and into geometry, and we're going to start off with a cylinder. So more or less into the middle there, drag it out roughly about there. Two actions here. Now we're going to push it back a little bit. Okay, not happy with the colour, so let's have our steel grey again. See. Okay, that's easier to see. Now let's have a look. We've got radius 2.555, height height segments 1, cap segments 3, so 1, 2, 3, sides 36. Yep, happy with that. Let me just check that that runs there, that runs across. Keep our image there. Okay, right, I'm now going to convert this to an editable poly. Now we can open up this section. We're in the left viewport. I just want to pop into the front now. So that's front. Let's go zoom. Select polys, and first of all we're going to select these down the middle, and we're going to press delete. And that looks as though we've got nothing, but if I put this into perspective view and just pull back, here we can see that we have now a front and a back section. Okay, let's go to our left, go Z for zoom, and there we have it. Okay, so what have we done so far? Well, we've created a cylinder. As far as the cap sections, that's the end sections. Here it's the front, and we've got one at the back. We've given it 3 sections, so 1, 2, 3 there, and also we've given it 36 sides. So if we was to count 1, 2, 3, there would be 36 all the way around the circumference. Then we deleted the polygons between the front cap and the back cap. So everything's straightforward so far. Right, we're in edge, select. What I'm going to do is select all these edges here in the middle. Now you've noticed that I'm just dragging out within this section, and it will create them, select them all. Then I want to pop down here to connect. We're fairly familiar with connect. I just need the one connection there. Let's move that out. In fact, let's put this into transparent mode. I want to bring this out, say to about there, and say OK on that one. Now if I go to polygon, right, again what I'm going to do is just select all these in that middle section and press delete. Now hopefully that's deleted those at the back also, because I didn't have ignore back facing on. So if we come out of this and go into perspective view, yes, I can see I'm pressing Alt my middle mouse key now. There we go. I can see the front and the back, and that section there has been deleted. If I can, I just want to pull this up, come up to here. I want to pull this off of there for a little bit. Just makes it easy for me to see. So let's now select border. Now we can see that those two are already selected, and if we pop down, what I want to do on this one is go bridge. As we can see, what we've done is bridge that from one side to the other. This is the axle section for the wheel. Let's go back to the left viewport now and go zoom. Come back a little bit. Okay, from this point on, I really need to make sure that ignore back facing is checked. Now, we've not used any of these graphite modeling tools to date, so what I'm going to do is pop into edit, and here there is what's known as a swift loop. Now, if you recall, in order to add a loop in there, I would have to select these edges and then use the connect. This little tool here, well, it makes it this easy. So what I need to do is put in another loop. Let's have a look there. Put one in there and put another one in about there. Right click to end the action. Now if we take a look at this image down here, you can see that there is quite a bit of complex geometry, and a hell of a lot of it is actually recessed as well. So really what we've had to do is subdivide this section up into these different areas. This section round here, well, that's going to be that part there. This section here, we hope, is going to be this section here. So these are standing proud, so therefore we need these sections here and here to be recessed back. Okay, let's start with that. I'm going to select polygon first of all. I'm going to press Alt X so I can actually see what I'm doing here. I'm going to click that one. I'm going to press Control and click that one, and then we should be able to go loop. Obviously it's not doing it, so let's try Shift with that one and Shift with that one. More than one way to skin a cat with 3D Max. Now I'm going to pop into perspective viewport for a moment, so that's P on the keyboard. I'm just going to rotate around a little bit, so there we can see, and we can see now that it's not affected the back at all. We've not selected any of the polygons there. Okay, so we're going to come down here and we'll click on the tab to the right on exclude. There we go, it goes crackers. So let's zero that out, and we want this as a negative amount. So let's just move that in a little bit, and as you can see there, well, let's just try doing it a little bit at a time. 17, just having a look there. Right, we'll say OK on that one. So we click the box there, and there we can see that it's now recessed where it needs to be. That section there and that section there. Now these polygons here need to be a little bit more proud, so let's select that one, press Shift, and just rotate this a little bit, and this time I'm going to drag our gizmo there and just pull it out a little bit. Let's rotate that around here again, and what I'm looking at are these sections here. Right, so if we pop up to our edit again, come over and swift loop, bring this in here. Let's have a look. They come to about there. So there, and let's right click to end that action. Now let's pop to our edge again. That one's already selected, so if I press Control with that one and then the Shift key and select the other one, now I am going to go back down to the connect down here. Left click on the right tab there. It's asking me if I want one, and in this instance I'm going to say no, I want let's have a look, 2, shall we try 3 or 4? Let's say 3. Now we just get those centered a little bit more, about there, and say fine for that one. And once again, mindful of the time, I think we'll continue this in the next session. Okay, I'll catch you then.